Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Hayley's Help. I'm Hayley Leach, and in today's episode I am going to be showing you a kitchen transformation. So a few of you have been asking me to do some cleaning stuff along the way for like all you homemakers out there. So I am going to be doing that as well, but this is part of my changing rooms series. So we've already done the top room, which was just like a spare room. It was my last vlog. It was just kind of like a spare room, and I've now turned it into a utility type room where my tumble dryer exists. That is coming along swimmingly. I love it in there now, and it gets so warm because it's like a condenser tumble dryer. I never have to have my radiators on, because as soon as tumble dryer's on, it literally is like walking through the Sahara Desert. You walk through that room and you're like, if Olaf came in here, he for sure would melt. So that's coming along really nicely. Thank you all for your lovely comments. Keep them coming in because I do appreciate them, and I do try and reply to all of you, my YouTube friends. I'm going to crack on and get this kitchen vlog done. So some of it's going to be new bits that I'm going to be adding to my kitchen because Christmas is coming up, and I really get like, you know, when you get like the jitters and you're like, oh my God, like, is my house okay? Are people going to judge me? Are my family going to walk in and say, your house, seriously? So currently the kitchen it doesn't really have a theme. There's like a red toaster and kettle, which I've had for ages now, because again, it's one of those things where it's like, my kids need new school shoes, quite like a new toaster and kettle. And I can't let my children walk around in like shoes with holes in, so obviously I have to get them their shoes. So the kettle and toaster is always taking a back burner. Same with like knives and stuff. So I really want to make this kitchen kind of like the hub, because I do feel the kitchen is the hub of the house. Like everyone's in here, especially around Christmas time. I'm going to have like all of my family coming in and, you know, wanting to drink Prosecco and Bucks Fizz. But you gotta speed it up. Not actual Bucks Fizz, but you know, the drink Bucks Fizz. And I just wanted to make it pretty. As well as doing that, I'm going to be cleaning up with you guys. So let's grab our stuff and get going. Right guys, so we're going to start off at the sink area. The first thing you need to do is fill your sink up with some hot water. And we're going to add the trusted bleach. If people don't like using this, you don't have to. It's not, I'm not forcing it on anyone. It's just a method that I use because I feel like it's the most cost effective, because you can get bleach really, really cheap. So it's the most cost effective, and I feel like it gives the results that I would like, as opposed to what anyone else likes. So I know that bleach isn't for everyone. I know some people don't like it, but that is what I use. That is my choice of weapon, and I do find that it is the most cost-effective way. And remember, these vlogs are all about the budget. So fill that up with some bleach. You can add your cloth at this stage, and that is predominantly what we are going to be working with today to clean down all of the areas in our kitchen. We're going to be throwing stuff away as we go as well, to make space for the new arrivals to jazzy up my kitchen. I have done a shot of before and after, so we will show you the big reveal at the end of this video. So keep watching, and I will add all the descriptions in the description box below. So let's start on the work surfaces. Okay, so in order to do this effectively, what you need to do is move all the stuff from one side of your kitchen to the other, or place it on a table. Just place it so that anything on your worktops on one side of it, or if you've only got one side of a unit, that's fine as well. Just move the stuff off. So even if you have to put it in like a dining room table, just make sure you've got everything off the sideboards so that you can give them a good wipe down with the bleach solution and your cloth. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so now you can go ahead and you can start wiping down your sides, and you can also do the walls at the back as well if you wish. If your tiles at the back need a really good clean, I have done a vlog showing you how to clean them with actual laundry powder, which works really well. Mine have only just recently been done, so they don't need doing at the moment. But you can go ahead and do that as well. You just need to mix some of your laundry powder with some hot water and scrub inside the actual grout of the tiles, and that will come up really nice and clean, and it also smells delicious. Okay, so once you've done that, you can then move on to sorting through your kitchen. If you've gone and bought new stuff, that's fine. Now's the time to start getting it out, and you can put it on your nice clean work surfaces. If you haven't bought new stuff, just spruce up your old stuff that you have. So give it a good wash down and it will come up looking really nice. Again, depending on what it is, I feel like bleach in water is a dream, and then a microfiber cloth if it's shiny surfaces. You can obviously buy different products if you choose to, but just give all your stuff a nice wipe over, and then it should come up gleaming, ready for Christmas, so that when all of your family come over, they'll be like, look at your house, isn't it wonderful? I enjoy being here. And then you're stuck with them forever and ever, and you're like, please leave. I've had enough of the charades game. I'm losing and everyone's getting a bit hot-headed, and I just need everyone to exit my property at once. Please come over still, Mum. So the first thing that I'm using to spruce up my kitchen with my changing rooms theme is the kettle and toaster. I obviously spoke about it earlier. My kettle and toaster are as old as you like. So I've got these new ones. They are by Von Chef and they're just black. So they look dead modern. They're like a diamond shaped toaster and kettle. So then they're both matching. And what I will do with my old toaster and kettle is, because they do still work, I am going to take them to the charity shop, just because, or I might even take them to one of the homeless shelters around here to see if they want them. Just because, even though I'm not using them anymore, they do work. There's nothing wrong with them. They'll be cleaned, and I will give them to someone else who will be able to make use of them. So this is what the toaster looks like. I really like this style. I think it's so nice. I'm going to add the links down below for where you can buy these. But this is it. Cool. So that can be plugged in now. Here. And that already I can see is going to make my kitchen look so much more modern and so much more nicer for Christmas. I'm going to get the kettle out now, which again, it's by the same make. It's a set that you can get. And again, it is in the diamond design and it is black. I just find that, I don't know why, I just find that black stuff just seems to look, I do quite like white as well, but black stuff just seems to look quite modern and cool, and that's the kind of theme that I'm going for here, because my house is quite old, which isn't ideal because it gets quite dusty, which is super annoying, but it is an old property, so you do kind of need to have like kind of trendy things to style it up a little bit. So this is my new toaster and kettle. They are the black diamond shaped ones, and I love these. I think they make a lovely addition to my kitchen, and they're perfect for Christmas time, for when the family comes to visit. Another thing that I've also got, because we all know this to be true, I especially do, my knives. Now, I'm not really a knife person. I don't like anything that substitutes danger. So I don't really enjoy, you know, walking around the shops and going, oh, a knife set, I must have one of those. So my knives are like quite old as well, and I just don't often get around to renewing them. So another thing that I've got to just spruce up my kitchen is a set of knives. I'm going to get these out for you now. They are knives that can be left on display. They're copper, and I really like copper in my kitchen because my tiles are kind of like they're almost like a copper and cream colour, but not. I mean, they're probably more orangey than copper, but what can you do? I don't really fancy an orange kitchen. It's too bright for me, and of a morning when I'm trying to get the kids ready for school, I just need a coffee and a pair of sunglasses. I don't need a great big orange kitchen beating down on me, so that's why I prefer the copper idea. So these knives, they're from, I don't know how you pronounce this, I think it's Vinners or anyway, again, I'll add the link in the description box. They've got a black end, and the actual knife itself is copper. So the black end ties in with the black kettle and toaster. Please make sure, if you are getting any kind of new knives and stuff, make sure you wash them before you use them. So I'm just going to get these out for you. I'll wash these at a later stage today, but just for the purposes of YouTube, I will get this out and show you what it looks like on display. It comes quite well packaged, which is good. So this is what the actual block looks like. There you go. And the knives then magnetically attach to this, which I love that idea. I mean, it's super handy. So these are the knives. Ironically, I need a knife to get into this, so I'm going to use one of my old ones. Oh my god, this is so scary. See, I'm such an anxious Annie. I just think, oh god, am I going to hack my arm off with one of these? Oh, that's good. They've got like little protectors on them. That's very nifty. I might keep those on actually. You're probably supposed to take them off, but I'm not going to. So this is what the knife looks like. And it's got the name of the company on it, and then the end, like I said, is black. So that's really good. And these should, oh my god, that's so clever. Look, they literally stick onto the magnet block. Ta-da, no hands. So you can just line all of them up. I think you get a set of 5. So you get 5 in the box. And I just love these. I think they look so nice. They are really sharp though. Can you imagine if I actually cut my hand off on YouTube? Once you've got them all on, you can pop them in your sink or your dishwasher. I need to check if these are dishwasher safe actually, but you can pop them in your dishwasher or your sink and just give them a wash before you use them. So this is what they look like on the block. And they are going to be housed over here next to the kettle and toaster, like so. So that is this side of my kitchen looking modified and new. And now we're going to move over to the other side and get started on the other side of the kitchen, and I'm going to be talking you through some more homemaker hacks when it comes to cleaning your work surfaces. Okay, so we're now over on the other side of my kitchen. So the kettle and toaster have been placed over that end of the kitchen. We're now working down this end, and I'm going to show you a quick homemaker hack for cleaning underneath your cupboard. So this is the area here, and if you're like me and it's close to a hob section, which mine is, it will get quite greasy, you'll notice, from where the oils and the food and whatever else evaporates into the abyss. And what it does is it sets up home underneath your cupboards. Apparently the oil and grease quite likes it there. So a really good way to get rid of that, super easy, is get yourself a little pot like this. Get yourself some dishwasher, washing up liquid, and just pour a small amount into your bowl. Add a little bit of baking soda, and this mixture will cut through all of the grease and grime like an absolute charm. So I'll show you what it looks like once it's mixed in. And you can just grab yourself any cloth, it's fine. It kind of goes like putty almost. Don't let your kids play with it though, because it's washing up liquid and it would probably really hurt them. But you can see it's turning really foamy now. And you can then grab your cloth, which is here, and you can just start putting a small amount on your cloth like this, and you can rub in underneath the cupboards. So that will cut through any grease and grime that you've got underneath there really effectively. If at the end of it you want to get yourself a bucket of clean water and wipe the excess away, you can do, or you can leave it how it is. I tend to get my bleach rag and I'll put it back in the bleach water and just go over it once more, so that I know that there's kind of no germs and bacteria hiding away under there. But as you can see, this foam with quite a little amount turns into quite a lot, and you can just use that all underneath your units. And this is really good as well for the hob. If you want to use it on your hob and your hob hood, that's really good for that as well. But it's entirely up to you. You do what is right for you in your home. Okay guys, so we're now moving on to canisters. I've got new ones for my tea, coffee and bread. If you don't need to get new ones or don't want new ones, that's absolutely fine. What you need to do with your old ones is just pop them in the sink, give them a wash with washing up liquid and let them dry. Failing that, what I always do is I actually put them in my dishwasher. They come out fine every single time. I just do that because I'm a mum on the run and I just don't have the time to be standing washing up every single item in my kitchen. But certainly when I didn't have a dishwasher, that is how I used to do them. I just would pop them into the sink maybe once a week and just wash them through, because what you'll find is the sugar and the coffee end up sticking to the bottom sometimes and going a bit like manky, and that's not a nice look for anyone. So just do that with them. I've got new canisters here. The old ones are going out. These ones are to tie in with my new kitchen makeover. These are by Typhoon, and I've got one bread bin and then 4 canisters here. They look like this. So there's little cards on them that you can put them wherever you want. So this one says either rice or treats. So you can have it whichever way you want, which I quite like. So one of these will be for treats, probably biscuits. And I find them quite cool. Like, they kind of almost look like toolboxes, but they're not. They're for you to put your different teas and coffees and stuff. So these are really neat. You also inside get more cardboard cutouts that you can put on the front. So these say pasta, flour, recipes, and then on the other side bits and bobs. So they are really nifty, and you can always print your own off as well on Pinterest if you wanted to. Those of you who follow me on Pinterest, you will know that I am a lover of a free printable. So head over to my Pinterest page and you can have a look at all the stuff I've been pinning. Some of you will be like, this girl really needs to get a life. And you're right, I do need to get a life, because I do often sit at home and once I've done my homemaker duties, I'm like, let me go on pin and just see what other stuff I can pin to all my different boards. So head over there if you would like, and we can become pin friends as well as YouTube buddies. So like I said, these are the canisters, and I'm going to fill these now with my tea and coffee. Again, with these, what I would do is, before you fill them, you need to give them a rinse through first. Obviously they're new from the store and they're wrapped, but I just think anything new that you get like that, give it a wash over first. I'm sure it'll be fine, but just give it a wash over anyway. And most of them do say clean before using, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to put them out for now so you can see what they look like. So there's one there that says treats. Here is another one. Inside here we've got coffee, sugar and bits and bobs. So like I said, just you can alternate what you're using these for. If you're not using them for tea, coffee or sugar, you can use them as little storage canisters for, I don't know, like bolts and nails, or you know, cotton swabs, or you know, whatever you want to use them for. So they are really cool. The ones that I've got like a grey sort of colour, because again, I want the kitchen to kind of have an overall theme. You'll see once it's finished, and it's kind of, I'm going for like the darker colours, so blacks, greys, coppers, so it all ties in nicely together like a happy Christmas family. Right, so as you can see, my kitchen before, it just looked a bit drab, nothing really matched. I had the red kettle and toaster that looked like it had been vomited up by the devil himself, and it has gone from looking like that to being an absolute shrine of delight. So I've got the black kettle and toaster now, which I love. I think it looks amazing. I've also got the canisters to store all my teas and coffees and stuff in. They're in a grey colour, which again I love. I think they're super cute and super handy. I've also cleaned down all the sides and underneath the cupboard surfaces. And I've also added a new addition, which is my knife block in the copper and black colour. Guys, for watching my vlog. Flour in my actual face. Let's move those aside. Join me again next time on Hayley's help, because I am going to be showing you guys how to organise your cupboards for Christmas. I have done a cupboard vlog before, but this is going to be completely different. So join me again for that. If you want to know where any of the stuff was from that I've used in today's vlogs, then look in the description box below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you all again next time on Hayley's Help.